Namaskar. Recently we have been seeing GFR only, and in that continuation, budget we have seen what is budget is annual financial statement. In that I also made one statement about vote on account. There is only interim arrangement. Nowadays it has become redundant except this year. This year being financial election year, the government has chosen to go for interim budget. So only vote on account. Some 4 months they will give approval. If it is vote on account, you cannot do any new service or new instrument of service. And only emergency expenditures can be met, like salary, any committed contractual payment. These are all critical payments, which cannot be postponed. Any interest payment you cannot postpone. But any new thing you have to wait for parliament approval. So that interim arrangement, earlier we already discussed about this. Earlier, every year this vote on account was in vogue. Like the budget was presented on February 28th or March 1st. So the first level of thing will be done in the first 15 days or something. And then they will pass for 3-4 months as vote on account. Then parliament will be given recess, some break in between. And then standing committee will see department wise expenditure proposal and income proposal, revenue proposal, everything, and they will give their opinion and recommendation, etc. With that, again, sometime end of April or so, parliament will be reconvened, and each department will go for discussion and then appropriation will be passed. So by end of May only, complete budget proposal will be passed, and then from June onwards, department can start new service related work also. This was so till that is done, government should run. So the first 3 months arrangement, 3 to 4 months they can have arrangement. That arrangement is called vote on account, where there will be no discussion of what is going to be done. It is only emergency expenditure. So discussion and all can be taken care in the main budget. So this vote on account is provided in the rule also. But nowadays, in the government, in present government, has done away with all those things because they are completing the regular budget exercise itself before March 31st. They start the budget presentation from February 1st onwards. So these are all small changes which have made a lot of differences. So the department will have complete freedom and fund for any new service also. But this is election year, so they did not go for regular budget because policy statement will not be reasonable, level playing field. So they have gone for only vote on account. So it has been done this year, to 2024-25. Now whatever is done is only vote on account. And when the new government is put in place, they will again present for whole year, which will be regular budget. So this is what is vote on account. In case the appropriation seeking authorization of the parliament to make expenditure in consonance with budget proposal is likely to be passed after the start of the financial year. Normally this is what was the case earlier. Now it is changed. The finance minister may need to obtain a vote on account to cover expenditure for a brief period in accordance with the provisions of Article 116 of the Constitution. Funds made available under vote on account are not to be utilized for expenditure on new service, which I already discussed. It is only for emergency expenditure. An expenditure which cannot be postponed by all means. So those things will be covered in the vote on account. Normally, maximum period by the convention is 4 months. 3 to 4 months they will have. Okay. Now this is what is vote on account we have already seen. Now this election year it is done. Otherwise, this part has been done away with by the existing government. Okay. Communication and distribution of grants and once parliamentary approval is obtained, that is Lok Sabha has passed and Rajya Sabha has returned the bill, has deemed passed, then presidential assent is obtained, appropriation bill is passed. So after the appropriation bill relating the budget is passed, Ministry of Finance shall communicate the same to the ministries, departments, which in turn shall distribute the same to their subordinate formations. The distribution so made shall also be communicated to the respective parent accounts office, who shall exercise check against the allocation to each subordinate. What does it mean? By March 31st, all these communication will be done. Now all these are all updated in the PFMS, Public Finance Management System. There each spending at our DDO, each PO, everything will be there. So this whatever is allocated for one unit, that letter copy will be sent to PO also. So PO will ensure, he will monitor that expenditure is not going beyond the amount allocated for the particular unit. The unit can ask for additional fund from their authority, their headquarters, but this PO is nothing but Pay and Accounts Officer, all part of Ministry of Finance, Controller General of Accounts team it is. They will be sitting in the department, each department they will be sitting, and they will pass the bill for the department. Their cadre controlling authority is Ministry of Finance, that is Control General of Accounts. So the department people cannot control over their service condition, but their salary increment will be drawn by the department where they are posted. It is certain amount of independence because their promotion, their CR and all is written by APAR, Annual Performance Appraisal Report. That is written by Control General of Accounts, that is Principal Accounts Officer, that is Controller of Accounts and Control General of Accounts. It is under Ministry of Finance. So each department will have Pay and Accounts Office and their team are from Ministry of Finance. But they are drawing salary from the department where they are working. Only salary, and all their bills will be passed by concerned department. But their promotion, their transfer, their other anything, disciplinary matters, etc. will be controlled by Control General of Accounts. Why? They have certain independence. So they can question, they can ask for records, why this is spent. But they can't go beyond certain level because it is the responsibility of the secretary of the department. So they are all certain kind of check and balance. So this, when the department is distributing money to each unit, one copy will go to, the details of the distribution letter will go to Pay and Accounts Officer also, who will monitor that expenditure is done by the unit, each unit within the allocated money as communicated in the letter. So when there is additional requirement, that unit has to submit their request to their headquarters, ministry or department, and once reallocation is made, that copy will also be sent to PO. Now payment, PFMS we have already seen, so there is no need for discussing on that point again. So once all these things are done, same way bank will be authorized by PAO that particular DDO can draw this much money. So based on that, bank will authorize payment, allow payment. So for PO also, what is the limit, they will send a letter, within that PO will issue payment advice, etc. to the bank. So we have already discussed about check drawing DDO, non-check drawing DDO and Pay and Accounts Office. If required, we will discuss that separately. Now this is the communication of budget passed by the Parliament. So with this, I think budget related things are over. Any doubt you can raise in the video. I will give clarification also. Thank you.